Vlogging continues. So I had this idea called audio log. Basically, in video games, one of the ways they reveal the plot to you is you walk around and grab items that have like writing in them or direct audio logs. And so I thought it'd be cool if there was like a quick upload service where it's like you want to make a log for like history, keep your whole life recorded. What'd you think about it? And it's mainly for like historical purposes to like, I guess I will in history be called a historian because I cared about saying what I thought had happened. That's all it is. This is what I think had happened. And I do it with the reflection that one day people can, especially with AI, everything I say will be able to, AI will be able to give you a synopsis very fast. So, yeah. I do hope people live forever for free. I told another guy today I had to return something else. Went back to return something else. And told him about like, people when they go, we want AI to take over, they go like, no, because what about us? What are we going to do? And I go, ask for basic income. AI should come with basic income. The basic income I designed, the 369, is perfect. 3 for free, 6 for the government, 9 is for like a hero, someone who like spent all night doing something that had to be done. Not like they danced all night. That's not a 9. Maybe, it can be posthumous. Maybe it's like, yeah, if someone was like, there was like a late night party and this person stole the show the whole night, like they were wearing lights and danced the whole night away, maybe they could get a 9. But Devil's Crew can get 9 too. Not for ordinary duty. They have to be like, this was the day they fought a fire, for 32 hours or whatever. That would be a 9. And the outvent's a spot auction. So because the outvent's not a tax based on your income. The outvent, which by the way, like the government takes the money. It's so weird. The government has no ability to flush the money. It's like it inflates, and when the government takes taxes, that's money the government can use again, allegedly. To me, I studied economics, and to me it was a hoax. They just basically make up how much they want to give you and how it works. So may as well be a 3 for free, 6 for doing government work, and then civilian can use that. And the winning category is a spot auction. And the spot auction is the most appealing land ownership ever. It's not permanent ownership, which this ownership's not permanent either. They can take your land for not paying taxes on it. In this system, they can't do that. In this system, you just have a limited time you own it, up to 1,000 years. So it's like the reason it's like if the spot auction's open for 1 year, everybody on Earth knows this spot is up for auction for 1 year. Then it's fair to have it for 100 because y'all were told, right? So the 1 year spot auctions will have a high turnover rate. It'll be a while before the first ones become available again. But basically, like the way the government, the Devil's Crew, makes money now is there is a rule with the spot auction where it's like 3% of spot auction money goes toward billboards. 6% goes toward the Devil's Crew. 9% goes to like public works and charity. So I guess like the money the government has to spend comes from 6%, and the money the government has to like use for like public works, like could be a park or whatever, it'd be 9%. Charity, you know what I mean? So because the auction is a competitive thing, as there's more money, there's a higher buying price. That means more money leaves. As the money increases, more money leaves. That's the key feature of holographic money, which this system does not work that way. The more money increases, that's how much money there is. They basically, like, the government has no official way to burn the money it's created beyond they made it in a vacuum. They made the money something you owe with your labor, which I think is slavery. The named America killed the natives and enslaved black people and did pedo stuff like circumcision and sex changes to kids. The named America is a huge scam. I am for the people who live in America taking the place over. I am for like a unification of Canada, Mexico, and America in what we call Big Dick Town. And then to do holographic money, then Big Dick Town. Yeah, call the whole thing Big Dick Town. Just make the whole world see that. And that would be a huge improvement. Yeah. I did a good haircut. I did this blind. It looks cool. Yeah, you don't want it too even, because then it looks funny. Then you come off as like a smooth bowl. You want it to be a little uneven. So just do it by touch. You don't even need a mirror. I've had people say that. They go like, wow, great haircut. Yeah, I did it without even a mirror. That's how you do it. So this AC feels amazing. It is hot now. It's nowhere near as hot as it will get. So when I leave here will be the summer. And so I am planning on paying rent for the whole month and then leaving one of those days of the month, like when it's raining all day, just go in the rain. I think that'd be fine. That way it's cooler by, 10, 20 degrees. Yeah, the rain keeps it way cool. Yeah. So holographic money, I'm serious about. Basic income, your life is on the money with AI. Changes property ownership. It's like, imagine you win a one-year spot auction. That place is yours for 100 years. You don't have to pay taxes on it. You can build whatever you want on it. What happens if you have kids and you want them to have something? Honestly, and like, how do you represent the value? Really what it is that a piece of land that's going up for auction again with a thing on it would have more value anyway. And the thing that would make your money more valuable is the fact it's outventing more money. So, yeah, the outvent is extremely efficient. It's a spot auction. You can put spot auctions too for limited things like maybe, let's say there's a public concert hall. Maybe different musicians all want to use the concert hall at the same time, so you could have a spot auction over who gets the spot. Because the way they make it sound now is they pay the musician to be there. Oh, this dude's the most famous. Everybody likes listening to them. Oh, the blurb. I just don't believe them. Because when I've paid them, I did really good. When I paid them, I did really good. When I don't pay them, I don't do good at all. So you're telling me that it's like, it's a fake thing. So the reason it's fake is because the money's printed at your debt and taxed. Money itself is a slave hoax. They know that if they make it at your debt and tax it and never give you any, all of you will have to work every single day of your lives. And they like that because it's about them winning. It's about gold, right? Some people are stressed out at the idea that everyone else has what they have. If you want it all, if all the girls are yours and all the stuff is yours, you need to go about forcing that on people somehow. And the way you do that is God said. So if the Creator was talking to us, those holy books would pop out of the air. The Creator is not talking to us, and they don't. Those holy books do not pop out of the air. It's a stinking lie. They are liars. People who say you can trust me and you can't trust them. So, yeah, holographic money is my design. The balance is I'm not the one who implements it. I don't make holographic money. I'm literally not a chip manufacturer. I don't make cameras. But I do encourage the people who are already doing that phone, the people who are already making that happen. I encourage them to do that to keep everything for history, and to see everything for safety. Now, the drawback, the trade for no privacy is no law. Nobody has to obey words or else, and this is how I can say that confidently. The Creator denied the Bible to me. The Creator told me there basically is no official word. You used it to cut people's dicks off, and you use it to enslave people. You have to obey the words here. These words say it. Is itself a slave hoax. If you agree, you're fucked. So the way you get out from that is basically people can do what they want. Here's how no law works in a social balance. People go, oh, there's no law. That means I can just go up and shoot you. No, it doesn't. It means I can shoot you the fuck back. And it means that if you did something that pissed off everyone else, they can all get revenge on you. Right? That's what that means. No law means that if you piss them off, they can go breaking down your door and put you in fucking handcuffs still. Because they're not under any law. Do you see? So, yeah, no law comes back to just be a nice fucking person. I prefer it. Like, I really hate when cops have to, like, toe the line and measure the line and do all that. I really like it when they're, like, a public defender. Like, I'm going to let you go because you weren't hurting anyone. Yeah, duh. That's awesome. I'm just making sure you're okay. Sweet. Yeah, there was a time when I was sleeping in my car and I got stopped I did it for years, and I got stopped like a couple times by cops. They never wrote me a ticket or fucked with me. They just said, I'm making sure you're okay. Have a good night. That was it. They didn't, they weren't doing anything mean. Yeah, ritzy neighborhoods. These people reacted. Who's that? These people living in like Los Angeles high neighborhoods, they definitely hate when random people park on their street because it's about them and their life. Some people are so freaking entitled, like grew up with a nice house, all these things. My house creaked. I got circumcised and had to do chores, and school sucked. Never had a nanny. Nobody ever cleaned for us. Everything in my room is from a thrift store. Yeah. I decided not to get married because I just didn't like my parents. They tried, but they just did so much wrong. Like things that were offensive and painful. Things that were humiliating. It's like, who are you working for? I'm hurting my kid because I would make the people who run my TV commercials happy. Yeah. Bill Clinton would love it if this little boy was freaking shamed so Bill Clinton can get more young girlfriends. Yeah. You don't think it works that way? That old politicians conspire to screw over young men so old politicians can get young girlfriends? You don't think it works that way? It's always fucking worked that way. That's who you are. That's what you're like. So, yeah. Hey, Trash Planet. You need objects and energy from nowhere. You need to study easy energy generation and study how to transform energy into matter. And then you can live in a growing spaceship. So that's my solution to property ownership. Honestly, like the people that the holographic money is the friendliest toward are like really outsiders, natives, and people like that, because it will mean now there could be any empire on Earth that loses its main headquarters because it can't keep paying, and that will always happen way sooner than 1,000 years is over. I think that competition for things like 10-year spot auctions would cause such a big outfit of money that it would keep from inflating. Yeah, holographic money is designed to be inflationless. Now, the reason I'm comfortable with taking a tax on the outfit money, the money that is left circulation, a small portion of it can be touched, and it's based in the 369 in the inverse. 3% goes to billboards. That means 3% goes to the development of land and the development of the billboard. 6% goes to the devil's crew, the like military and police. 6% of all outfunded money is theirs to spend. So on things like headquarters, vehicles, whatever it is they need. And then 9% is like a charity for like their house burned down. They, had an issue. So because of AI monitoring, it should help with scams. It should help with theft. It should help with murder. AI monitoring is such a key idea. Um, and it'll keep things for history. Like I said, the inverse of that is there's no law. Nobody has to obey words or else. But where it draws the line is victim causing behavior is what you're doing making people victims or animals victims. Then it can tell everyone. It doesn't stop you. It'll tell everyone what you did. And then people like the Devil's Crew have to decide if they're going to get involved. So